Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty by Trish, and I'm coming to you today because I was in the process of making some eyeshadows last night and I was thinking. So what I was thinking about was, well, let me give you a little bit of background because I do have some new subscribers and I want you guys to know I really appreciate you subscribing and giving me a chance to have some of your time. All of my girls that have been with me for a while, thank you for hanging in there with me. Okay, so let's go back about 2.5 years ago. So I had decided that I wanted to try my own cosmetic line. And my mom was going to actually do nail colors and I was going to do the cosmetic part. And my oldest daughter was going to help, and she was my biggest cheerleader and inspiration. So I started making a little bit of makeup here and there, just trying different formulations out because you have to get your formulations down. I don't have the budget to go and have a scientist or a lab start this process for me, so I was starting at home base. Also, Samantha was my legal advisor because she was a legal assistant, and then I lost her in February of last year, and needless to say, I shut down, and anything other than just making it through each day was just a vapor of a dream. So a while back, I don't know, a few months back, I started thinking about my makeup line again. I had it LLC'd and taken all the steps that I needed to make it a real thing in action. I already had all the materials for eyeshadows, blushes, lipsticks, eyeliners, the nail colors. Of course, my mom had everything she needed there. And I would bring them out and I'd look at it, and I played around with a couple eyeshadows, and anything else past eyeshadows I just couldn't do. It just made me really depressed, and it just made the pain so much worse. Something that used to be an enjoyment and something that caused excitement became a torture and almost haunting. A few weeks ago when I was redoing this room, I took everything other than things for eyeshadows and I put them in a different location because just seeing them would, you know, take me back down that road of grief all over again. So I took them out, and like I said, I kept everything to do with eyeshadow making in here. And so I've been thinking about it for a few days, and there were some colors that I had seen and I thought, you know, that's really pretty, but if that had a little more of a green to it, or if it had a little more of pink to it, it would be even prettier. And that's the thing about making eyeshadows that's so much fun, is that you can customize your colors so much and make your own what you want it to be. So I've gotten so many letters from people and I've had people, and there's nothing wrong with that have said, you know, if there's eyeshadows that you get tired of or that you don't use, you know, I'm a single mom, or I'm on a fixed income, or I just don't have it in my budget to buy anything, would you consider giving it or selling it to me at a cheaper price? And I have no problem with people writing to me about that. I was a single mom for many, many years. I totally understand where you're coming from. And I was thinking while I was making these eyeshadows, you know, this would be a way for, and there's some people that couldn't even, I understand, do this, but when you make your own eyeshadows, it's much more cost effective than buying a palette. You can start off very little and build. This is not a sponsored video for TKB trading. It is not. But I'm telling you, I have done a lot of research. Samantha helped me do a lot of research. There's several places that you can buy pigments and mica from, and bases and things that you need. And honestly, TKB trading is absolutely the most cost-effective way to go. And their delivery is amazing. I mean, it gets here quick. So I just wanted to share with you some of the ones that I did make last night. And you know, if you want to make these, especially if you can't get out and you like to make things as gifts for Christmas, this is a great idea. Now, this is a palette that I bought, and I think I bought it off TKB. And I bought this palette empty, and it's the I might have got this off Amazon. But these are the eyeshadows that I made last night. Now, you can get little sifter jars and make loose if you prefer that. Now, I'm pretty, I hate to say it, but I'm almost positive on TKB Trading, everything is, nothing is tested on animals. I will put it right here if I'm correct, and I will put I'm wrong if I'm incorrect. But I just made these. Some of these are just straight micas or straight pigments that I mixed, and you needed to add a base or add their binding liquid. And some of these, see, these three right here, I actually tried just using some glycerin that I bought from Walmart and alcohol. And they're pretty, but they don't, I don't think I got the full effect. So I haven't worn them and tried them just yet. Let me see how they swatch. And they swatch okay, but I think the mixing medium is much better. And it really, now I have that all over my hand. And it really is not, it's really not that expensive to do. So if you guys would like for me to talk more about that, it was just an idea I had. I think that, at least for now, my thoughts of doing my own makeup line, it's kind of to the side. I mean, realistically, one of my favorite palettes that I pull out and use is my palette that I built from Coastal Scents. And their pods, which, you know, this is a pod. I don't know if that's dry. I just made this one this morning. Most of their pods are $1.99, and when they have their sale every year, it's 40 or 50% off, so you can get them for 99 cents. I can't compete with that as far as time-wise and material-wise. So I'm not really that worried about my own makeup line, but I do enjoy making eyeshadows that I can use for myself or even for clientele, depending on what I'm doing. And as you can see, they are, you know, I press them, I mix them, I press them myself. Just give you some swatches there. There we go. And that was this bottom, the bottom line there. And then I should have done them in the right order. And the next row, and there's the swatches. And boom. There those are. And then, like I said, these, you know, it's not bad with the glycerin. Kind of impressive, actually. Let me turn it around this way so it's correct. And that swatches from the bottom row. It takes some time, but I enjoy it. You know, some people, to de-stress, will color the adult coloring books, the things that are going around. I like to make eyeshadows or blushes or highlights. And like I said, it's super easy, it's fun, and you can make this palette for a friend that you really can't afford to buy a palette for, because even drugstore palettes are really up there in price anymore. So you could make some eyeshadows and put it in a palette like this, and super nice gift, and it's just special. If somebody would make me that, that would mean a lot to me, that they thought of me and made me something like that. So If you guys are interested in more information and just in supplies that you need, and like price wise what you would have invested in making your own eyeshadows at home, let me know. I'll be glad to share any information that I can help you with. I'm not a professional by any means, but I have played around. I made these. I used their TKB matte to matte down some of these colors a little bit. I don't know where to put that. And then I used a whitener to mute the color somewhat. And then this one right here. And this one. Isn't that pretty? And then I have this one. But there's lots of different bases that you can get, like if you just want, if you'd rather have loose than pressed, because pressing is kind of, you have to really get used to the whole pressing part of it. That's just some of the ones that I made last night, and today I don't have those in a palette yet. I don't think they're fully, yeah, they're dry. But there's others that, like this one that I mixed up, I just think it's so pretty. I love that kind of a muted lavender, but I will need to add another base to this if I'm going to leave it as a loose powder so it will adhere better. But yeah, let me know if you're interested. I would love to do that for you guys. And I don't know, I just thought maybe it would be a fun thing for you to try if you're interested. Build your own collection that way. Yeah, because you can mix and match. You could get 6 little ones for almost nothing and a base, and you'll be good to go to mix and make your own eyeshadows and build your collection that way if you need to. Or, like I said, make some awesome gifts if you would like to make them for somebody. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below if you're interested. If not, it's perfectly fine. I just thought I would throw it out there because you know that's what happens when you think. Okay guys, be good to each other. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.